Thank you.
That's Matt Moore of the Warsaw Tigers. We'll come back and further preview this game between Warsaw and Plymouth next on News Now Warsaw.
We've seen enough far too long. America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future. R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart. So you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
Hey, it's Andrew from Bobcat of Warsaw, and basketball is back. Who doesn't love the roar of the crowd when someone drills a three-pointer from beyond the arc? Kind of like, who doesn't love the roar of equipment when you start it up, knowing you're about to get something done? So get your somethings done with Bobcat equipment from us. Check out our lineup of Bobcat loaders, excavators, tractors, and mowers. Come see us south of Warsaw on State Road 15. Bobcat of Warsaw is a proud sponsor of Warsaw Tiger basketball.
Booyah! At Male Fashions on Center Street in Warsaw, we know that if you look good, you'll feel good. And just like in basketball, a little bit of confidence can make a big difference. So come on in and gain the confidence you need to achieve your goals. Offering formal, business, and casual attire, along with cologne and accessories, we have just what you need to make you look and smell great. Male Fashions is a proud supporter of Tiger basketball, and we want to thank the community for supporting our local business.
Fill your home with beautiful handcrafted furniture from Reinhold's Town Square Furniture in Warsaw. Hi, this is Keith. Our President's Day sale features great savings on your favorite Lazy Boy products and sale prices on mattresses and adjustable bases from Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. With a lot of furniture in stock, free delivery and setup, and in-house financing, don't miss the President's Day sale going on now at 118 West Main Street in Warsaw. Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, your friends in the furniture business.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw app.
When the Tigers make a free throw tonight, it scores a donation for the kids in Kosciuszko County. For every Tiger free throw this season, Oldifer Bergen & Company will donate $2 to the Kosciuszko County Riley Kids Fund through the Kosciuszko Community Foundation. Alan Oldifer and Mike Bergen started that fund to help parents in Kosciuszko County who take their children to Riley Hospital for children with expenses like gas, food, and lodging. Oldifer Bergen & Company, Financial Planning, 122 West Sparka Street, Warsaw, and online at oldiferbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Bobcat of Warsaw is the proud sponsor of 3 for 3 for the KC Riley Kids Fund. This year, when the Tiger varsity makes a three-pointer, Bobcat of Warsaw will donate $3 to the Kosciuszko County Riley Kids Fund. Bobcat of Warsaw is the dealer for the triple threat of products, Bobcat, X-Mark, and Cub Cadet. Bobcat of Warsaw, State Road 15 South, a proud supporter of Warsaw Tiger Sports on News Now Warsaw. The Northern Lakes Conference Championship has been wrapped up by Northwood. At 6-0, they can't be caught with just one game to play tonight. Mishawaka and Warsaw are 4-2. The Panthers play the cavemen, so there's a great chance that if Warsaw wins tonight, they would finish alone in second place. Concord and Northridge are 3-3. Goshen's 2-3. Plymouth 1-4. And Wawasee is 0-6. The Tigers are 13-7. They've won 2 in a row and 3 out of 4. 2 in a row is not a big deal most of the time, but when you consider that Warsaw hadn't won 2 in a row going back to the Goshen and Peru games back in the middle of January, it's a big deal.
Well, and it's 2 games to win on the road in the middle of the week, just an awkward situation, and Warsaw was able to go and get the job done against a very good Mishawaka team and a Marion team. When you play at their place, it's never easy to win, and Warsaw was able to win in a nail-biter that was close late, and they were able to pull away.
Warsaw with 52 points in the win at Mishawaka on Tuesday, then backed that up with 74 at Marion on Wednesday. And in the process, they shot 65% from the field on Tuesday and 57% on Wednesday. It averages out to 60% on the road in 2 different games.
Yeah, and it's very tough to beat a team that can shoot that high a percentage, but also considering they were able to get those opportunities, they were able to shoot that high percentage.
Judison Fuqua with 25 points earlier in this week in the 2 games. Jackson Gould with 44, including 28 in the win at Marion on Wednesday. Most significantly, a perfect 12 of 12 at the free throw line. Warsaw's got to get control of the free throw line and start making their free throws, and Gould led the way on Wednesday.
Well, and it's no secret that people talk about free throws and, winning games. 100% free throws win basketball games, and when you get in the tournament, it's going to be very important.
Let's go courtside. Troy Akers has grabbed the microphone.
Dedication and contribution to WCHS athletics. As our keynote announcer, the voice of the Tigers for football, basketball, and baseball. I would also add that Ron spent another 26 years, so that means 66 years of announcing athletics with 26 years at Grace College. Ron, thank you, doesn't even begin to go far enough. We appreciate you, we love you, always a Tiger.
Special moment for Ron Henry. There's been a lot of discussion about whether Ron will be back for next basketball season, so they took a moment to remember him on this very special night and give him a special award. Plymouth's basketball changes started last year. Ryan Bales left Plymouth, became the AD at Northridge. Joel Grindle came back. It's his first year as head coach at Plymouth. He's been a lot of different places. He knows a lot about basketball. 9 years coaching, a record of 89 and 103. And the biggest thing he wants to bring back to Plymouth is Plymouth, right?
Yeah.
He just wants to bring the Plymouth identity back to Plymouth.
Yeah, the Plymouth culture that was so successful that you saw go down to Bankers Life Fieldhouse, runner up to Luke Zeller, then they won a state championship. That's the type of guys that he's wanting to get into the program. And quite frankly, this team didn't have an identity until Christmas break. And against West Central, they were able to win a game. They found Easton Strain to score points. The Delp kids improved a ton. They are starting to transform into the Plymouth of old in terms of just knowing the roles and knowing how to execute those roles, and that makes them a very dangerous opponent because it's going to be a low possession game and they're going to get the shots that they want.
Well, they haven't scored a lot of points. They shoot 42% from the field. They only score 44 points a game. They're giving up over 48. They shoot 29% from the arc and 63% at the free throw line, and then turn it over 14 times per game. Their leader, Easton Strain, a 6'4 junior, at just over 13 points a game. Davis Ray averages right at 13 points a game. They don't have a lot of height. Strain is 6'4", but they get pushed around a lot. Quickly, what are the keys?
Well, Warsaw's going to have to do a good job on Strain because what Plymouth's done is they've done a better job of screening with DeLee and Craigbaum and the bigger guys that maybe don't have height, but they've got width. And Warsaw's also got to make sure that they capitalize on their possessions and don't go too far because Plymouth will take charges and get them in foul trouble.
The 134th meeting between Warsaw and Plymouth in boys basketball is next on News Now Warsaw.
Basketball, as in life, preparation is key. That's why those of us at Rock Hill Pinnock work so hard. We put in the long hours necessary to help you win your case. We develop our skills through legal education, mediation training, and using the latest technology to fight for you. Our attorneys use their decades of experience to make sure that we're prepared to give you the best outcome possible. If you'd like to talk to us about your legal needs, call 267-6116 for an appointment. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, wrecking in these states and be the best rates, take the next step, call records and depth, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call records and depth to come get you, remember when you get in a wreck, call records and depth.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road at Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111. Online at lcrestore.com or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
It's game time. For the tip-off, here's Roger Grossman and Jared.
Warsaw Tiger basketball is on the air tonight, the final home game and the final conference game of the season as Warsaw takes on Plymouth. Since 1920, Warsaw and Plymouth have met 133 times, with the Tigers leading the series 82-51. They've met at least once every season since 1920. Warsaw has won the last 7 against Plymouth and 11 of the last 14. And Plymouth's last win in the series was the last of 3 straight wins over the Tigers in 2014 here in Warsaw. The last time Plymouth topped 50 points against Warsaw was 2013. That was 57 at Plymouth. Last year on the Rock, Warsaw won 70-44. 2 years ago here in the Tiger Den, Warsaw won 49-36. The two coaches, Matt Moore, head coach at Warsaw, his second season record 28-15, 8 years overall, 117-73. Joel Grindle, as we told you, 9 years as a head coach, 89-103. The Plymouth grad in his first year as head coach of his alma mater. Right back down to the court side for Ron Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats. The colors tonight will be presented by the Warsaw Junior ROTC, the First Rifle, Cadet First Sergeant Caden Frederick. The American flag, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Preston Kohler. The Indiana flag, Cadet Captain Michael Shulman. And the second rifle, Cadet Staff Sergeant Samuel King.
Now the color guard will make its way toward the east end of the gymnasium. They'll get to the three-point arc and then make an angled turn toward the southeast doors. It's great to have them down at Marion on Wednesday to do a joint color guard presentation with the Marion Junior ROTC. And now the starting lineups. Once again, we go back to Ron Henry for the introduction of the players for tonight's varsity contest.
Welcome to tonight's game between the Plymouth Pilgrims and the Warsaw Tigers. Here are the starting lineups, first of all, for the Pilgrims. Starting at guard, number 10, Trey Hall. At guard, number 24, Davis Ray. At forward, number 25, Easton Strain. At forward, number 30, Tanner Feast. And at forward, number 50, Michael Shealy. Head coach is Joel Grindle, assisted by Tony Paltrow and Josh Sheets. And now for the Warsaw Tigers. Now for the Tigers. Starting at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 1, Judah Simfukwe. At guard, the 6'3" junior, number 2, Jackson Gould. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 21, Drew Heckerman. At wing, a 5'11" senior, number 30, Tyler Kuhn. And at post, the 6'3" senior, number 33, Isaiah Courtois. The head coach is Matt Moore, assisted by David Wayne and Ryan Bricker.
And your officiating crew is one that we like an awful lot.
Special assistant,
Jeff Lytle, Joe Rudolph, and Justin Chippy. It'll be Rudolph in charge of the crew tonight. Plymouth in their road red uniforms, white numbers and white trim. Warsaw in the home white uniforms, orange numbers, trimmed in black. In front of a really, really good crowd here. And as you can hear, they are jacked up and ready to go. Up she goes, the tip controlled by Warsaw. Now the Tigers will work to the far end here in the opening half of play. Simfukwe off to the right. Picks up his dribble, bounces down to Courtois on the block. He'll back in and shoot and miss. Fights for his own rebound, couldn't get it. Michael Shealy has it for Plymouth. Outlets to Hall. Hall will kind of meander his way through the center circle. Leaning right, now dribbles left. Bounces to the elbow for Strain. Backs into Heckman, lost the ball, picks it back up. Throws it out for Feast for 3, it's good. Tanner Feast with his 8th three-pointer of the season, and he gives Plymouth a 3-0 lead. Hackman picked up his dribble. He'll lob it out to Gould near the center circle, or near the center line, by the scorer's table. Simfukwe. He'll dribble right off the screen. He got whacked. He'll hand back to Heckman. Heckman, a stop and go move to the right elbow. Backdoor cut to Gould. He'll spin in the lane. Ball stripped away, but right to Simfukwe. He puts off the glass, no good. Offensive foul called against Judah Simfukwe. Simfukwe took it a step too far, and Plymouth with a 3-0 lead's got the ball.
Well, and that's the one thing we talked about right there. Davis Ray gets settled underneath Judah. I think it was a little bit late and a little bit under the basket, but that doesn't matter because he did get his feet set, and that's what Plymouth's going to use to try to get extra possessions.
Tigers pressing 2-1-2. Hall beats it across the timeline, and Kuhn pushed him out of bounds. Tyler with his first, team's second. Out of bounds to Plymouth, right in front of the Warsaw coaching staff.
Well, and this is one of the bigger cheer blocks that we've seen a road team come into the Tiger Den having in the last few years, and that goes to show you what the culture at Plymouth has done here just in this last year of getting changed.
There's a good 60 kids there for sure. Warsaw student section all dressed in togas, almost completely full down here on the end. Shealy at the foul line against Courtois. Dribbles outside the three-point arc and flips it off to Feast. Feast against Kuhn, one number 30 against the other. Not a Ray, up the baseline, under the basket, leans in, shot it no good, rebound back up and in. Easton Strain makes it 5-0 in favor of Plymouth.
Second chance points for Plymouth there. Easton Strain, if he's not doing it driving to the basket, he's going to crash the boards, and right there he gets an offensive rebound with.
Simfukwe, top of the circle, goes back to the left side, kicks it in the corner to Gould. Gould will drive it in the lane and then throw it across to Kuhn for a catch and shoot 3. That is short, and the rebound's grabbed by Ray for Plymouth. They lead 5-0. They have the ball looking for more. Hall in transition. Had no opportunity to pull the trigger. Down to Shealy. In on Courtois. Foley firing and missing. Long rebound though. Easton Strain back up. Oh, that rattled in and out. How did that not go in? Rebound to Gould for the Tigers. So the Tigers dodge a big bullet there. Gould off a screen for 3. Good. Jackson Gould gets the Tigers on the board. 44 points already this week, and he's got the first 3 and gets the Tigers within 2. Hall almost fell down with it. Strain, bounce to the baseline. Shealy takes it in and puts it in. Shealy with his first 2. It's 7-3 Plymouth. 5:20 left to play here in the opening quarter.
And there, Warsaw tries a jump trap, but Plymouth was good and strong with the ball. Got the ball to the middle and made the extra pass to the baseline.
Right side Kuhn. Holding on the wing, out to Courtois, down to Gould. He's surrounded in the corner for Simfukwe. Around a double team, all the way to the rack for 2. He beat the two guys. He beat the guy who was guarding him and the help, and there was nobody left. Warsaw within 2. Strain through it. Was it tipped out of bounds? Simfukwe got a hand on it. It's out of bounds to Plymouth. Theo Catras and Ross Winchester in for Kuhn and Coutois at 4:54 of quarter number 1.
Well, and if you're Plymouth, you like the way this game's being played right now because the buckets you've gotten have been kind of the extra effort buckets and the extra pass buckets, and that's what your offense is designed to do and be successful with.
Hall out of the right side. Sheely finds a cutting Feast. Now to Hall. Hall dribbles once toward the baseline, then back out. Ray's got it between the circles. Right side Feast off a screen, squares up, drives the baseline, ran out of room. Was it back out for Strain? Strain out to Ray for a left-handed 3. That is no good. Rebound, Simfukwe for the Tigers. Some boys wanted that basketball pretty bad, and Judah just wanted it a little bit more. Tigers with a chance to tie this trip. Heckerman for Winchester. Fakes left, throws it back to right to Gould. Gould beyond the NBA arc, down to the baseline. Winchester back to Gould in the corner for 3. Oh, air ball. Way wide left and a little long. And the rebound for Plymouth. They lead 7-5 at the midpoint of quarter number 1. All between the circles. Left side Strain. He'll turn and shoot a 3-pointer and hit it. That's his 12th of the season. And it's a 5-point lead again for Plymouth, 10-5.
Well, and that's one of the few possessions Plymouth's had where they haven't gotten a couple reversals there. It's just one pass and a shot with footwork that Strain has going towards the basket on balance.
Simfukwe, right sideline. Now he'll drive it to the foul line. Turns to the corner, puts it up left-handed and in. Simfukwe with another hard drive to the basket. He's got Warsaw within 3, 10-7. Quickly up the court, Feast. Now Warsaw now looking, and Feast lost the ball out of bounds, but it hit Theo Catras before it went out, and it's out of bounds to Plymouth. Here comes Nick Catras into the game, and Heckerman takes a seat with 3:26 left to play in our opening quarter.
Well, and the jacket comes off of Joel Grindle, and I think he's got a point. That was a lot of heavy contact for a no foul call.
Out top, Sheely, pressured by Winchester. Out to Davis Ray on the right wing. He's guarded by Gould. Now he'll try the baseline. He gets inside and banks it too high, no good, but he got his own rebound and put it back up. He missed that too. Rebound tipped out long, grab by Winchester. Up ahead, Simfukwe 1-on-2. Down to the baseline, spinorama at a whistle. We're gonna have a foul on the floor. A holding foul. When I say holding, I mean he wrapped his arm around his neck to keep Judah from getting to the basket. And the foul is on Trey Hall. That's his first.
I don't think he was expecting Judah's spin move because Judah spun very, very quickly down to the bottom side of the lane, and the only thing they had to do was foul him or give up an easy layup. That was a great move by Judah.
Inbounds to Winchester, spinning around to the right block for 2. Ross Winchester scores to make it 10-9 Plymouth at the 3-minute mark of quarter number 1. Ray across the line, dribbling with the left hand, directing traffic with the other hand. Out of Sheely on the right wing. Out top the Hall. Down to Feast. Feast leans over against Simfukwe. Judah close enough to start a count. Feast drives in, kicks it out, Strain. He'll shoot a 3-pointer. That's no good. Gould the rebound for the Tigers. Gould up the far sidelines. Now he throws it out to Winchester. A catch and shoot 3 is no good. Rebound grab by Strain for Plymouth. Ross's 3-point shot just has completely disappeared on him. 10-9 Plymouth, 2:20 left to play in the first quarter. Hall against Nick Catras. Bounces it out to Feast, quickly down to Strain. Backs down in on Theo. Turns, falls, fires, shot it short. Winchester the rebound. Outlet to Gould. Gould racing up the middle of the court. Right side Theo Catras to Nick, back to Theo. Back out to Gould. 2 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. 10-9, Plymouth with the lead, Warsaw with the ball. Simfukwe is pressured out at the top. Drives right, spins left, kicks it to the corner. Gould wide open for 3, way short. Rebound grab by Sheely for Plymouth. In transition, Hall weaves his way through traffic to get to the center circle. Near side to Davis Ray. Ray up the baseline, all the way out to the other side. 3 on the way is no good. Tip and grab by the Tigers. The 3 was no good, tipped and grabbed by Warsaw. Still a 1-point game. Tigers with the ball down by 1. Nick Catras back inside Winchester. Shot no good. Rebound grab by Ray. He takes off running. Right down the middle of the floor. Runs into Catras. Shot no good. Saved in by Winchester. What a play. In transition, Gould the other way. Bounces right to Theo Catras. Then back out to Gould. Gould to the left elbow. Stops, then goes again. Off the glass and good. Gould's got 5, and the Tigers have the big number on the board for the first time tonight.
I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a Plymouth-Warsaw game that's had as fast a pace as this ever before. These boys are getting up and down the floor in a hurry.
Eventually, this pays off for Warsaw. Plymouth can't play this way for 32 minutes and expect to win. Shealy out top for Easton Strang. Dribbling left, picks up his dribble. Throws it to Feast between the circles. Right side to Hall. He'll bounce it out. Shealy backs in on Winchester. Trying to get around him. Does. Shoots it. Missed it. Tipped out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say last touch by the Tigers. It'll belong to Plymouth. Kuhn and Heckman back in for Gould and Theocatris. Shealy and Ray are out. They bring in Kobe Waters, a 6-foot sophomore, and Lennon Kriegbaum, a 6'1" senior. Hall to throw it in. Baseline right at the near end. He'll lob it out top where it's caught by Walters. Walters started left, throws it back to right. Hall up the baseline, all the way out to the near side for Kriegbaum. He throws it back out to Walters. Now to Strain. Strain starts in, can't get around Catras. Now he'll go between his legs and throw it back out to Hall. 12 seconds left to play in the quarter. Warsaw leads 11-10. Now 8 seconds. Now 7. Trying to get free, can't get free. Hall throws it out of bounds at midcourt with 1.7 left to play, and Warsaw will have the last say of the quarter. The possession here belongs to Plymouth. Nick Catras to throw it in right at the midcourt stripe. Looking, lobs down court to Heckman. He'll turn and had his shot blocked by Easton Strain, and that does it for the period. After 1, a late run by the Tigers has them in front, 11-10 over Plymouth. We'll start quarter number 2 after the 60-second break on News Now Warsaw.
My team goes to work for you. We are original.
Okay, you have 8 in-game spots to use in the setup, and then we have the 490 breaks at the postgame. 8 in-game spots.
Steve, we're live on the stream. Feed it back to us.
You can reach us at BrianPetersonGroup.com.
Experience and knowledge lead to success. Metzger Property Services has been delivering successful auctions for decades. Metzger is making it easier than ever to bid online by simply going to bidmetzger.com. See dozens of current and upcoming farm, residential, personal property, farm equipment, gun, and antique auctions, both on-site and online only. Thousands of items are on sale and listed now, so why wait? Remember, it's now bidmetzger.com. That's bid, METZGER.com. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon generation after generation.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 BJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
1 quarter behind us. Warsaw leads Plymouth 11-10.
Warsaw currently 5 of 12 from the field for 41%, but they have had 0 offensive rebounds to Plymouth's 5 offensive rebounds so far.
Plymouth ball to start corner number 2. Ray back in there, drives against Gould, got to the baseline, cut off by Tyler Kuhn. Ball tipped out of his hands, last touch by the Tigers. Out there from Matt Moore to start corner number 2. Gould, that's Jackson Gould, Winchester, Kuhn, Heckman, and Nick Catras. And so far, just that one chance at the end of the quarter for Heckman to get his hands on the ball in a position to shoot, and bounce pass stolen away. Nick Catras the steal. Up ahead to Gould. Races in for the right, and he had the ball stripped away, and a foul is going to be called on Feast. Feast reached in as Gould rose to shoot, and Jackson's going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
No, and that's a great take by Jackson Gould, but that's also, Plymouth's not going to allow any layups today, and Jackson could have, with his move, kind of slithered through and finished, but Feast was, able to get a hold of his shooting hand.
Gould's free throw up and in. That gives him 6. 19 seconds into quarter number 2. Working on a perfect week at the free throw line. 14 out of 14, including 12 out of 12 at Marion to seal that win. He got both of those.
That's a powerful streak to break the broadcaster's jinx right there you tried to put on him.
I wasn't worried one bit. Not one bit. Tigers lead 13-10. To the center circle, Hall against Nick Catras. Leans over, dribbles right. Flips it off. Warsaw comes to trap. Ray is trapped, gets it out of there. Kriegbaum down to the corner Strain. A 3 over Winchester is good. Easton Strain with 2 3-pointers here in the game. He'd only hit 11 through 17 games coming in. Tied at 13. Winchester near the center circle, right side Gould. He'll take it down to the wing. Now he'll put it on the floor hard, shoot from the block, and didn't get it. Strain the rebound, and Plymouth has a chance to regain the lead. Quickly up court to Ray. Gets around Gould. Drives into Kuhn. Put it off the glass too high, no good. Winchester the rebound. Up ahead to Kuhn. Kuhn, far side of center, back to Winchester. Now left side to Heckerman. Again, who has not really had his hands on the ball till now. Drives down the baseline, leans back and scores again. How good has Drew Heckerman been? You go back 5 games before that shot, 33 of 39 from the field. That's 85%. That's how good Drew Heckerman's been the last 5.
And that's incredible. That's an incredible percentage.
Out top for Strain. They dare him to shoot. He's already hit 2. As a pass out top, Kriegbaum shakes free, shoots from the foul line. Missed it. Winchester tipped the ball and grabbed it for the Tigers. Outlets far up end of court. Gould across the line. Now throws down to Nick Catras. He hands back to Gould. Gould back out to Nick between the circles. One hands it inside to Kuhn. We'll put it up and into the foul. What a pass. What a catch. What a finish.
That's a one-handed pass by Nick Catras on a cutting Kuhn where there wasn't but maybe 3 feet for that ball to get through, and it did. And Kuhn was able to go up without taking a dribble and get fouled. That's an outstanding play by the Tigers and great execution of their cutting offense.
Winchester comes out, Courtois back in. Kuhn up there to complete the 3-point play. Those are his first points of the week. Tyler shoots and misses. Rebound grab by Easton Strain for Plymouth. 17-13 Tigers, 2 minutes into quarter number 2. Hall across the line, mishandled the ball, picks it back up. Needs help, finds Strain. Strain against Heckerman. It's a good matchup. I like those two guys going at it. Kriegbaum to the elbow for Feast. Faces up against Kuhn, drives down the block and put it up too hard, no good. Courtois the rebound. Outlets near side Gould. Ball cross court pass, good catch by Kuhn. Back out to Jackson Gould, dribbling left, down toward the wing. Picks up his dribble, skips her across to Catras. Nick up the baseline, inside Courtois. He puts it up and in. Isaiah's got 2, and the Tigers now lead 19-13 with 5:20 left to play in the half. Hall throws it out to Kriegbaum beyond the arc. Down across the lane to Feast. Backs into Kuhn. Ran him over. Offensive foul. He just kept backing in and backing in. Finally, Tyler fell over.
Yeah, and the Plymouth coaching staff, some of them don't like the call, but when you back in 2 different times, the 3rd time that defender's going to fall, and Kuhn did a great job of just taking the contact.
Timeout, Plymouth. 5:10 left to play here in the opening half. Warsaw 19, Plymouth 13. We're back at 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Hey, it's your friend, your realtor, Phil Kuhn with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Senior Loan Officer, Crystal Wilson with Aspen Mortgage.
Just like in basketball, a good game plan is crucial when buying and selling a home.
And without the right team putting together that game plan, you could find yourself walking away with a loss.
Whether you're buying, selling, or need to do both, we'll lead you through every step of the process,
making it easy to get that win.
Visit philkuhn.com to start putting together your real estate dream team today.
Let's go Tigers!
Dave Ramsey, weeknights at 6 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Thanks to Steve back at the station. Final home game for the Warsaw boys team, which means the final home game of our broadcast schedule this year for Tiger basketball. I want to thank everybody here at the high school, including the maintenance and janitorial people, for all of their help this season. Gould for the Tigers, Warsaw leading by 6. Heckerman backs his way in, and he backed a little too far, a little too hard, and he traveled with the ball. He was expecting to lean back against somebody, but there was nobody back there.
Yeah, he was expecting contact because the pass was defended over the top of him, but when he went backwards, Plymouth, there was nobody there, and he was forced to travel.
Plymouth with the ball, down by 6. Hall to Strain at the right elbow. Faces up, drives down the block, ran over Heckerman. A whistle and score the field goal. They're going to call the foul on Heckerman. His first, and Easton Strain, who averages over 13 points a game, already has 10, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter.
Well, and I thought that call was going to go the other way, but I also think it might have been a good call because you could see it happening a mile away, and I think Drew might have left the vicinity going backwards and wasn't necessarily legal.
Strain to shoot, free throw up and good. 11 points for Easton Strain already, and the Tigers lead is 3 at 19-16 with 4:40 clock running here in quarter number 2. Gould picks up his dribble left wing, throws it out to Courtois. Right back into Gould, banks it up and in. What a pass by Isaiah Courtois. We know this about that guy. He's big, but he handles the ball and he sees the floor beautifully. We've missed that from him this season. Davis, a 15-footer on the baseline, shot it short. Rebound grab by Simfukwe. Judah right down the middle of the court. Ball tipped out of his hands and out of bounds, and Strain is doing everything for Plymouth. He saved what would have been an easy 2 there.
And the games that they've been successful, Strain's kind of been the X factor. And so far tonight, I mean, he's rebounding right there. He chases down Judah Simfukwe, which in its own right is a very difficult task.
He's got 11 of their 16 points. Carson Gould into the game for Warsaw. Gould has that left corner, that's Jackson. Jackson backs it out against Sheely. Simfukwe toward the corner against Strain. Now he'll throw it to Courtois outside the elbow, and now to Carson, to Jackson Gould. Now Carson will come get it. 1, 2, 3 Tigers hop up off the bench to check in. Right side Jackson Gould, who's got 9 points of his own. Gould against Strain. Started toward the foul line, stops, goes, stops again. Right side Carson Gould, outside the elbow Simfukwe. He'll dribble in and shoot from there and hit. Judah's got 6. Warsaw's lead is their biggest. 7, 23-16, 3.5 minutes left to play, quarter number 2. Sheely, left to the key beyond the arc, hands it back to Hall, who doesn't score a lot, won't shoot a lot, does there on the drive, missed it. It's all Tigers on the rebound. Simfukwe up the far sidelines. Ahead to Courtois. He'll fake the handoff, throw it out to Heckman. Heckman started toward the basket. There's a whistle. Oh, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul against Courtois. The Plymouth player grabbed him by the shirt, and everybody in the gym saw it, and Justin Shippey missed it.
Well, that's a Plymouth play if I've ever seen one. He saw the screen, ran into it, and then pulled Courtois towards him. And hey, that's why these fans have paid admission for this one, because there's never a dull moment in a basketball game.
And they bring Ellery into the game. Caden Ellery, who we saw a lot in the JV game, he's in there now for Plymouth. Trying to change the game. Right now Warsaw has command of it. 23-16, 3:10 left to play here in the first half. Strain on the left wing, out to Sheely. Runs into Winchester, stumbles, kicks it out to Ellery. Ellery travel with the ball. Oh, and then trouble here. Ellery ran into Winchester and then kind of handed him the ball a little roughly, and we're going to have a technical foul called here against Plymouth. Ellery had some words and some physical actions. They let it go to try to get everybody calmed down. Ellery wouldn't let it go, and a technical foul has been called against Plymouth. Caden Ellery's going to get that one. Free throw by Jackson Gould is up and in. There was a lot happening there. If you're watching online, you know what I'm talking about. But there's no way to physically describe all of it. Tigers by 8, Gould up there to shoot again. He just made one. He made them both. 11 for Gould, 4 of 4 at the line. Tigers 25. Pilgrim 16.
The main issue was the whistle sounded way outside when Ellery was driving, and he wasn't going to stop. He was just going to go try to shoot a layup, and Russ Winchester said, "You're not going to score in our basket. I don't care if it's live or dead." And that's what started everything there.
Gould dribbles left. Winchester on the weave from left to right. Down to left wing Catras. Theo throws it down to Simfukwe. Judah under the basket, out to Nick. Shoots a 3 and missed it. Long rebound, loose on the floor, picked up by Simfukwe. And then Judah had it knocked out of his hands, and 2 Plymouth players knocked it off the end line and out of bounds. Oh, this is Warsaw Plymouth basketball, baby. 2 teams absolutely getting after it for every second of 32 minutes or more.
It feels good to be back in this situation. It feels like it hasn't necessarily been as high intensity as what it is tonight, but man, this feels good to be in the building for this.
Simfukwe down to the baseline, Jackson Gould out to Winchester on the wing. He'll drive the foul line. Back in the corner, Gould. He'll fake and drive and shoot from 12 and hit. 13 for Jackson. He's got 8 in the quarter. Tigers lead by 11, 27-16. 2.5 minutes left to play first half. Oh, and there's a bad pass tipped out of bounds by Jackson Gould. I'm not sure if Gould would have hit it, if Ray would have been able to catch it, because that thing was knee high and it was humming.
Yeah, that was a quick pass. Plymouth's getting sped up, but down there, Jackson Gould goes baseline on a drive and stops about a 13-foot mid-range jumper. That is impossible to guard, no matter who's trying to guard it.
Strained in the corner, ball knocked away by Nick Catras and out of bounds. And Catras touched it last. That is literally right below us.
This matchup's been fun to watch. Trey Hall and Nick Catras both just getting after each other just as a fun point guard type of way, but man, they're having a battle.
Inbounds pass knocked away. Gould picks it up and steals it. Bounces the pass ahead, Simfukwe. In for the left, puts it up. Oh, he shot it too hard, no good. Tipped by Theo Catras, grabbed by Sheely for Plymouth. That was not a wide open situation. 2:05 left to play in the half. Tigers by 11. Hall, left side for Strain. Out to Sheely between the circles. Now his pass deflected, taken away. Winchester got a hand on it, stolen by Gould. He'll run it down the lane, a hop and skip and a jump. And a whistle and a foul call. A late whistle, but a whistle nonetheless. And Gould will go to the free throw line for 2 more free throws. The foul is on Ray, that's his first.
And this is starting to look a little bit like the Plymouth team we saw earlier in the season that sped up on offense, and then defensively they really didn't have any choice but to foul. They didn't get to get set up because their offensive possessions weren't as good, and I think halftime they're going to have to do a better job of explaining that to their players.
Oh, and Gould missed the first free throw. The foul was on Davis Ray, that's his second. 16 fouls have been called against Plymouth, 4 against Warsaw. Theo Catras checks out of the game. And I missed who checked in. Free throw up, and it's good. Gould now with 14, 5 out of 6 at the line. 28-16 Tigers, 1:48 left to play here in the half. Near sideline for Walters. Walters pressure by Simfukwe. Over the top to Sheely at the top of the circle, now to Ray. They dare him to shoot. He drives around Gould, got the basket, put it up and in. His first 2 come with 1:30 left to play in the half. It makes it a 10-point game, 28-18. Warsaw's got to win the last 1:30 of this half.
Yeah, you don't want Plymouth hanging around any longer than what you have to, and right there, your defense kind of parted, and Davis Ray took advantage.
And a whistle and a foul out top, and Ray got his third. Davis Ray has his third foul, trying to pick the pocket of Simfukwe at midcourt. Wow, what a huge risk to take for Davis Ray, and Simfukwe shoots 1 and 1.
And he's struggled a little bit offensively, but that last drive tells me that he's starting to figure out to get all the way to the bucket instead of about 8 feet away, and to take that foul this late in the half is tough if you're Davis Ray.
Simfukwe 1 of 4 at the line against Mishawaka Tuesday, 2 for 2 on Wednesday. That free throw's way short. Rebound loose in the lane, grabbed by Plymouth. Across the line, Hall, far side. Now brings it to the middle, across the near side to Strain. Strain against Simfukwe. Out of the far side for Hall, back out to Sheely. He beats Winchester down the lane, he put it up, offensive foul. That's a huge break for the Tigers, because I don't think there was any way, and Joel Grindle is really giving it to Joe Rudolph, and I think he's 100% right.
Well, Jackson got set, and he wasn't anywhere near where the Plymouth offensive player was going to be, and so he had to actually move to get there, but the call was already taken, and the bench right now is really livid over there.
And I don't blame him one bit. Simfukwe across the line. Stops in front of the scores table, but keeps dribbling. Out of the near side, Gould. 48 seconds to play in the quarter. Tigers with the ball in a 10-point lead. And they want to really make sure that they get a good shot here. Even if they don't get a shot, they don't want Plymouth to get anything out of it. Simfukwe back to Gould. Warsaw's got the possession arrow, so they could really make this a rich possession by scoring, and then scoring to start the third quarter. Simfukwe through the center circle, being pressured. New guy out there, that's Zane Lark. In there for Ray, who picked up that third foul. 16 seconds. Now Matt Moore comes up the sideline to call the play. Jackson high pick and roll. Simfukwe at the right elbow. Faces up, drives in on Hall, puts it up and in. Judah with 8. 3 seconds to go. Hall from midcourt across the line, shoots from 3, no good. Great finish for the half by the Tigers. They lead over Plymouth here at the intermission, 30-18. And when the Tigers lead at halftime this season, they are 13-2. Halftime scoring comes your way on the Lakeside Chevrolet Halftime Show next on News Now Warsaw.
Great rates, great service, great terms. That describes the mortgage loans at Crossroads Bank perfectly. Why not let them pre-qualify your loan before you go shopping for that great house? Apply online at crossroadsbanking.com. Call or stop by Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, or Warsaw. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
Due to recent growth in their service department, Lakeside Chevrolet is looking to hire 3 technicians. Benefits include 401k, health insurance, paid vacation, paid holidays, flexible work schedule, sign-on bonus, and top pay in the industry. Lakeside Chevrolet is one of the fastest growing dealerships in the entire state. Apply online at lakesidechevy.com or stop into their Warsaw location on State Road 15, just north of US 30. Lakeside Chevrolet, home of the warranty forever.
Woven quietly into the backdrop of our hometowns is a family-owned business that served our community for over 50 years. You can see their unparalleled commitment and reliability in every school bus full of children, tractor working to put food on our tables, minivan carrying our most precious cargo, and in the hustle to keep the economy going during unprecedented times. As our region moves forward, Monteith's Best One will take you there. Selling tires, serving people, Monteith's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Traveling, double dribble, personal foul, all bad things in basketball. Spotty dishes, rust stains, dry skin, and hair, all bad things when it comes to your water. Rab Water Systems All-Star Team can help eliminate your water penalties. Home of the non-electric Connecticut, which provides clean, clear water 24/7 without electricity. Call or visit rabwater.com to fix your water.
The Cubs, the Colts, and the Warsaw Tigers are all part of the team on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Halftime here at the Tiger Den, the home finale for Warsaw this season, 30-18. Warsaw with a lead over Plymouth. The halftime show is brought to you by Lakeside Chevrolet, Kosciuszko County's hometown dealer. Lakeside is the only new or used dealer in Warsaw to offer warranty forever, so find your new ride at Lakeside. First half scoring, first of all for Plymouth, they had Davis Ray just 2 points, Tanner Feast 3, Michael Shealy 2. The rest belonged to Easton Strain, who had 11. For Warsaw, Judas Simfukwe 8, Drew Heckerman 2, Tyler Kuhn 2, Russ Winchester 2, Isaiah Coutois, who got the start tonight on senior night 2. And Jackson Gould is your leader, 14 points in the first half, 9 in the second quarter. It was 11-10, Warsaw with a late push to take the lead after 1. Then the Tigers outscored Plymouth 19-8 in quarter number 2 to build the lead to where it is right now at 12 at halftime, 30-18. We were tied once at 13. We had one lead change. Warsaw won the JV game 48-41. They've won 9 of their last 10. Warsaw now 13-6 on the season, was led by Carson Gould with a season high 11 points. Megan Davis has the microphone down below. She is the girls track coach here at Warsaw. She is introducing the 4x800 relay team from back in June, who participated in the state championship and did fabulously beautiful things. So those 4 girls, including Adri Beckham, who's back home from college, is being honored here at halftime. Warsaw 30, Plymouth 18. Jared's got the first half stats coming up on the Lakeside Chevrolet halftime show next on News Now Warsaw.
Indoor boat sale and open house. Coming to their Silver Lake location on State Road 15 only. Thursday, February 17th and Friday, February 18th from 3 to 7 p.m. and Saturday, February 19th from 9 until 5. Family fun with pontoons or custom-built catamaran deck boats for cruising, fishing, and tubing. All available models will be on display. Check out the inventory online at SplendorBoatsWarsaw.com. The Indoor Boat Show and Open House Thursday, February 17th through Saturday, February 19th at their Silver Lake location on State Road 15. Splendor Boats, real people, real products, real quality.
Your hometown independent insurance agency, W.R. Hall Insurance Group, is dedicated to protecting you from the risks of everyday life. You've gotten to know us over the last 100 years. We're your neighbors, people you've come to know and trust, and we've served generations of families, businesses, and farms around our county. From all of us to all of you, thank you for trusting us with your insurance needs. Here's to another 100 years of serving with trust, quality, and service. We are W.R. Hall Insurance Group.
Basketball is a game where your team could play man defense, zone defense, motion offense, press. You could focus on shooting threes or scoring in the post. Whatever strategy you use, in order to win the game, your team needs a head coach with an effective game plan. We at Alder for Bergen can help you develop and implement a financial game plan for your family's future.
Let Alder for Bergen be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen and Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
We've seen enough far too long. America has been turned inside out. Red versus blue, left versus right. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So what can we all agree on? Saving money, buying smart, looking out for our future? R&B Car Company is proud to be an American company where we buy smart. So you do save money. Look to the future. Find your next vehicle at rbcarcompany.com.
The Warsaw Tigers play here on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
The Lake City Halftime Show continues with the first half stats brought to you by Alder for Bergen & Company. Let them be the head coach of your financial planning team. Alder for Bergen & Company, 122 West Market Street, Warsaw, and online at alderforbergen.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Go ahead, Jared.
First of all, for Plymouth, they finished 7 of 25 for 28% from the field. That includes 3 of 7 from behind the three-point line, 1 of 1 at the free throw line. Plymouth had 16 total rebounds and 7 turnovers. For Warsaw, they finished 12 of 22 from the field for 54%, 1 of 6 from behind the three-point line, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Warsaw had 13 total rebounds and just 3 turnovers. Points off turnovers, each team had 5. Second chance points, each team had 2. Plymouth played to a .66 points per possession, while Warsaw played to a 1.07. And Warsaw had 2 points off the bench, while Plymouth had 0.
Look, the big deal there for me is that Warsaw got out-rebounded in the first half, 16-13. How many offensive rebounds did Plymouth have?
Plymouth had 5 offensive rebounds, and we had 1.
But no second chance points off those offensive rebounds. That's a huge bullet dodge by the Tigers.
Yeah, and you get a team to shoot 28% where a lot of those shots were coming in close, like you said, off those offensive rebounds, but Warsaw's done a good job of being physical after that point and forcing them either to fall away from the basket or take shots that they don't want to necessarily.
Warsaw with a lead, 32-18 at halftime. It'll be Tiger ball when we come back after this 90-second break to start quarter number 3 on News Now Warsaw.
Warsaw, and basketball is back. Who doesn't love the roar of the crowd when someone drills a three-pointer from beyond the arc? Kind of like, who doesn't love the roar of equipment when you start it up, knowing you're about to get something done? So get your somethings done with Bobcat equipment from us. Check out our lineup of Bobcat loaders, excavators, tractors, and mowers. Come see us south of Warsaw on State Road 15. Bobcat of Warsaw is a proud sponsor of Warsaw Tiger basketball.
Booyah! At Male Fashions on Center Street in Warsaw, we know that if you look good, you'll feel good. And just like in basketball, a little bit of confidence can make a big difference. So come on in and gain the confidence you need to achieve your goals. Offering formal, business, and casual attire, along with cologne and accessories, we have just what you need to make you look and smell great. Male Fashions is a proud supporter of Tiger basketball, and we want to thank the community for supporting our local business.
Fill your home with beautiful handcrafted furniture from Reinhold's Town Square Furniture in Warsaw. Hi, this is Keith. Our President's Day sale features great savings on your favorite Lazy Boy products and sale prices on mattresses and adjustable bases from Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. With a lot of furniture in stock, free delivery and setup, and in-house financing, don't miss the President's Day sale going on now at 118 West Main Street in Warsaw. Reinhold's Town Square Furniture, your friends in the furniture business.
Tiger Talk, driven by R&B Car Company. Saturday at 9 on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM, 1480 AM, online at newsnowwarsaw.com, and at the News Now Warsaw app.
No games next week. None. Not Friday, not Saturday, not Tuesday or Wednesday. None. The next Tiger game will be a week from Tuesday at Tippecanoe Valley. 6:10 airtime on News Now Warsaw, and then the Tigers wrap up the regular season at Carroll on that Friday. The sectional draw is next Sunday, a week from this coming Sunday. What an interesting alignment that will be. Everybody will be chasing the Penn Kingsmen. Can anybody catch them? On one night in that tournament where the favorite usually doesn't win, you would like to think maybe they could, and maybe it'll be the Tigers. Warsaw with the ball, half-court trap on by Plymouth. Courtois across to Gould. He's out there with Heckerman and Kuhn. Judah drives into a double team, lost the ball, picked it back up. Drives into another double team, picked it back up. Gould on the baseline is hammered and a foul call. Sheely with his second free throws coming up for the Tigers.
Great execution by Warsaw there. They saw where the Plymouth went man, so they tried to get Davis Ray on an island with Judah Simfukwe to try to draw that fourth foul out of him, but instead Judah, 3 guys collapse on him and the ball ends up getting into Jackson's hands.
Gould to the line for a pair. First one is in and out. So after making his first 4 and making 12 out of 12 at Marion on Wednesday, he's missed 2 of the last 3. Still looking for that 15th point. Second one is up, and that one's no good. He missed them both. Rebound grabbed by Plymouth. So they dodge a bullet. Warsaw got the ball down inside, and their best guy get fouled. Show nothing for it. Strain at the right elbow. Takes it down the block, lost the ball. He just lost it, and Heckerman will take it away. Drew down the lane, all the way in, put it up, no good. Might have been tipped by Strain on its way to the basket. Headed the other way, Davis Ray. Ball knocked away, stolen by Gould. Gould races down, spinorama for 2. A spectacular move by Jackson Gould. He's got 16, Warsaw leads by 14.
Oh, and that move, Jackson kind of baited him to where he was going one direction. He knew what he was doing with it, and it looked pretty in the process.
The beauty of that move is he does it, and he does not slow down one bit.
No.
Ray up the baseline against Kuhn, a floating 8-footer, banked too hard, no good. Simfukwe the rebound, wrapped up by Davis, and he comes out of there with it. Simfukwe across the line, will hand it off to Kuhn. Far side Gould, sideline to Heckerman. Heckerman, backdoor cut, Gould got free, put it off the glass, blocked by Sheely, and he grabs it off the backboard. Strain up the far sideline cautiously into the front court. Left side to Ray. Ray back out for Feast. Feast puts it on the floor against Kuhn, got around it, put it up and in. His first basket since the first basket of the game for Plymouth. He has 5, and it's 32-20 Tigers, 2 minutes into quarter number 3. Gould across the line out to Courtois, now Simfukwe. Jude up the sidelines, picks up his dribble, bounces out to Courtois. He'll dribble it to the middle, picked it up against Strain, whipped it inside for Simfukwe. He got hammered and a foul call. Let's see who they got for the foul. They called the foul on Trey Hall. His second. More free throws for the Tigers. This time Simfukwe's up there. He's 0 for 1 in the game. And the 6'1" senior puts it up and in.
Warsaw,
nope.
go ahead, sorry.
Nope, you go ahead.
Warsaw's got to make sure that they don't let Plymouth hang around here, because Plymouth has been playing a lot better in the second half when they've had, since the West Central game, which was their first win. Warsaw's make sure they have to keep mentally sharp after a long week.
Judah shoots for double figures, and he's got it. 2 out of 3 at the line, 10 points. 34-20 Tigers, 5:40 left to go in our third quarter. Hall goes left and bounces right to Sheely. Sheely squares up outside the arc. Down to the block for Strain, backs in, Heckerman. Had got a piece of that one, and the shot no good. And the rebound to the Tigers, Courtois. Gould will send Simfukwe on through. Out to Isaiah. He'll fake the handoff. Now throws it out to Gould in front of the scorer's table. He'll dribble up the far sideline. Now stop and go, a little flying 8-footer, good. 18 for Jackson Gould, 36-20 Tigers. Hall into the front court. Peels off to the right wing. Bounces it out for Sheely, not a Feast. He throws it inside and he throws it to nobody. Out of bounds to Warsaw with 5:01 to go in the third, and the Tigers threaten to blow this thing wide open.
Yeah, you can just see kind of the wheels going where the Tigers are on a run here.
And a timeout taken by Plymouth. 5:01 left to play in the third. It's a full timeout with Warsaw leading 36-20. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Welcome to another exciting year of Tiger basketball. At Rock Hill Pinnock, we enjoy listening to a hard-fought game with excitement and uncertainty at the end. However, uncertainty is exactly the opposite of what you want from a law firm. You want attorneys who know the law, who know how to solve your problem, and can give you the certainty of sound legal advice. That's what we pride ourselves on here at Rock Hill Pinnock. I'm Jay Rigdon, and I'm inviting you to call us at 267-6116 for an appointment to discuss your legal needs. Rock Hill Pinnock, lawyers you can count on.
Bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, car stalls won't start, oh what you gonna do, oh what you gonna do, call the boys in blue, a wrecking in these states, and need the best rates, take the next step, call records and depth, go with the guys who got the best tools, if you get in a wreck, they'll come and get you, bad wreck, oh what you gonna do, call records and depth, to come get you.
Remember, when you get in a wreck,
call records and depth.
Give us 15 minutes, we'll give you the world. This is News Now Warsaw.
Roger and Jared back with you in the Tiger Den. Warsaw facing full court pressure, leading 36-20 with 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Kuhn lobs across the line to Gould. Gould to the arc, down to the baseline. Double team, had the ball knocked out of his hands, picked it back up. Finds a cutting Winchester for two. Russ has got 4. It's 38-20 Tigers.
That's a great look by Jackson. Every time that he had to turn, he got his eyes around to see the basket area.
Ray down to the baseline, double team. Throws it out to Shealy and now out to Hall near the center circle. Simfukwe gives him space. Now he'll bounce it to Shealy outside the arc on the right. To the top for Ray. A fall-away three-pointer is no good. Gould the rebound for the Tigers. Jackson up the middle of the court. Stops at the arc. Bounces it right. Then back to Gould. He'll throw it to the near corner to Kuhn. The baseline, Simfukwe. Judah faces up, kicks it in the corner, Winchester. Out to Gould. Gould runs it down the lane on Strain, but couldn't shoot it. In the corner, Kuhn, three-pointer, good! Tyler Kuhn, it's a three-pointer. It's a 21-point lead for the Tigers halfway through the third.
Three guys make an extra pass on that possession.
Hall across the line to Strain, out to Shealy. Shealy drives into Winchester, back to Hall in the corner. Hall up the baseline, drives in, threw it all the way out of bounds into the Plymouth bench, and Warsaw's got the ball back. Here comes Kobe Walters into the game, Lennon Creekbaum into the game for Plymouth, Nick Catras into the game for the Tigers at 3:45 of quarter number 3, and Gould will take a break for the Tigers at the moment.
You could feel with that ball movement that the Tigers had that Tyler was going to knock down that shot. There was 3 guys that gave up opportunities to make one more pass, and you love seeing the unselfishness.
Simfukwe to Catras, to the corner to Winchester. He passed up a 3. Simfukwe on the block, triple team, forced it out, no good. Rebound tipped back out and grabbed by Hall for Plymouth. Tough chance there for Judah. Almost wish that Russ would have shot that. Three-pointer right side, air ball by Walters, and out of bounds off of Strain. It'll belong to Warsaw again. Theo Catras in for Kuhn at 3:18 of the third, with Warsaw leading 41-20. Nick Catras to throw it in. Plymouth pressing everywhere. They get it into Simfukwe. Under the basket for Theo Catras, up the near sideline, Nick. Nick is double teamed, threw a wide pass, one-handed, out of bounds. Threw a great one-handed pass earlier. That one was ill-advised.
Yeah, and there was obviously pressure there, but when you have pressure and you're going off balance all the way out to throw that one-hand pass, you have zero room for error, and right there it was just too far away from his receiver.
Simfukwe out, Jackson Gould back in for the Tigers. As we approach past 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, Warsaw 41, Plymouth 20. Creekbaum, left elbow, ball knocked out of his hands by Winchester. Creekbaum throws it left to Hall. Hall averages a little more than a point a game, so he's not really a scoring threat. Nick Catras all over him, bad pass, stolen by Heckerman. He'll drive in, he'll put it up, he puts it in. Heckerman, who's on quite a run offensively, only 4 points tonight, but he's put it up to 23 with 2.5 minutes left to go in the third. Now Feast between the circles, waits for action, drives into Winchester, forced it up, missed it, but a foul called. And Winchester's just like, he's little, he ran into me, what am I supposed to do? Winchester with his first free throws for Feast.
Oh, and Courtois on the bench saying, yeah, take that, because that's what happened to me, so you can get one too.
Yeah. Free throw by Feast is good. It's not a good free throw shooting team for Plymouth, 63% on the year. And that is just their second of the night. Feast has 6. Feast has 7, so he makes both free throws. And the Pilgrims will press. Nick Catchers to throw it in. Gets it into Winchester. He'll bounce it, a double, almost a triple bouncer, grabbed by Heckman. Heckman across the line with 2:18 left to go in the third. Nick Catras near side Theo. Down to the baseline, Jackson Gould. Skips a pass across to Heckman. Fakes the 3, drives to the elbow, had the ball stripped away in midair and taken away by Kobe Walters. Walters in transition, spin to the lane, threw it up wildly, no good. Strained the rebound back up, he missed it. Rebound strain again, back up, no good. And a foul is going to be called. Oh, and Russ Winchester needs to be careful. Russ complaining about all of that, and Joe Rudolph heard what he said and was not impressed.
Yeah, and this group of officials, minus Lytle, were the group that worked the Homestead game 2 nights ago that Fletcher Lawyer, the one we talk about quite a bit, got ran from the game by Justin Shippey. So you've got to be careful because you don't want to jeopardize the next game that you're playing.
And Heckman comes out, and the second one by Strain is good, so he's got 13 after making both those free throws. And say this about these 3 guys in striped shirts. These are about as calm and cool and nice 3 guys as Warsaw will have all season. And Gould calls timeout. He never really caught the inbounds pass cleanly, and he takes time. It's a 30, so we'll take it. 1:55 left to play in the third. Warsaw 43, Plymouth 24. We're back at 30 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Lake City Restoration on Argonne Road in Warsaw is there when you need them most. Call 574-385-9111. Whether it's damage from a fire, flood, mold, storm, or biohazard, Lake City Restoration is the solution for your emergency service needs. Call 574-385-9111. That's 385-9111, online at lcrestore.com, or simply Google Lake City Restoration.
Now back to the Warsaw Tigers on News Now Warsaw, 99.7 FM and 1480 AM.
Roger Grossman, Jared Shaw back with you. Warsaw breaks the press this time. Simfukwe up ahead, can't get to the basket, so he'll bring it out to the right wing. And then all the way out to the timeline. Pressure there by Walters. Now he beats him off the dribble, throws it out to Winchester. Around to Gould. Gould with a fake left, drives the foul line, shoots from there, and couldn't get the roll. Tipped out, loose, and finally grabbed by Easton Strain for Plymouth. Tigers by 19, 90 seconds to play third quarter here at the Tiger Day. Strain dribbles into the lane, throws it back out to Feast. Feast runs over Gould, no whistles. Now Feast for 3 out top, it's no good. Rebound to Theo Catras for the Tigers. Up ahead to Nick Catras. Nick between the circles, stop and go move, flips it back to Simfukwe. Now Gould right wing. Off a Winchester screen at the top. All the way to the near side, Nick Catras in the lane, Winchester. Into the corner, Theo Catras, then back out to Nick. Gould's lurking in that far corner all by himself. There's a Plymouth Pilgrim within 15 feet of him. Now somebody goes on him. 50 seconds to play here in the third. Nick Catras. Joe Grindle's going crazy. I'm not sure about what. Winchester, near sideline for Theo Catras to the baseline, Gould. Gould looking in the post. A whistle, and we have a timeout taken by Warsaw. We're going to keep it here with 37 seconds left to play in the third quarter. What was going on there, Jared?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. That was, I mean, as long as I've known Joel, that's as angry as I have ever seen him during a basketball game. So something must have happened that he didn't care about, and looks like there's an issue at the scores table as well.
They wanted to make sure the timeout was taken by. Nate Howard wants to be completely accurate, and God bless him for that.
That is not a shock to anybody that knows him.
No. No. So after the timeout, Warsaw has 3 full timeouts left. Plymouth has 2 fulls and a mini. Just under 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Third quarter dominated by the Tigers, who have outscored Plymouth to this point 13-6. And on the inbounds, they lob it out to Gould, and Gould will grab it in the center circle. He'll walk it toward the scorer's table. Feast not close enough for a count. Simfukwe. Whacked out by Strain. Whacked out again. Double team. Whacked out of his hands. Foul call. Zane Lark gets his first. And it'll be out of bounds to Warsaw on the third Plymouth team foul of the second half. Nick Catras to throw it in, right at the midcourt line on the sideline we're looking down. They'll lob it into Gould. Gould back up the sideline to Catras, now across to Simfukwe with 19 seconds. He's guarded by Walters. Judah, back to the near side to Gould. Gould looking at Theo Catras, looking for a screen. They'll switch it. Gould had the ball knocked away and saved in by Easton Strain. And then Gould stole it back. 3 seconds, falling out of bounds. Gould stepped out of bounds. And I think in the process, he jumped over photographer Gary Nieder on the way. 0.9 seconds left. Plymouth can do very little with that. Lark will throw it in. And it's stolen by Nick Catras. And then his 3 attempt is blocked to the buzzer. After 3, Warsaw 43, Plymouth 24. We start the fourth in 60 on News Now Warsaw.
My team goes to work for you. We are original. Professionals with modern, unparalleled marketing and unwavering standards and passion. To us, it's more than just selling someone a house. We move people's lives forward and guide them to a home. Handling the real estate task flawlessly is one thing, but our expertise in people and results is what clients respect about us. I believe that is what makes us successful. I'm Brian Peterson of the Brian Peterson Real Estate Group of Warsaw. You can reach us at brianpetersongroup.com.
Experience and knowledge lead to success. Metzger Property Services has been delivering successful auctions for decades. Metzger is making it easier than ever to bid online by simply going to bidmetzger.com. See dozens of current and upcoming farm, residential, personal property, farm equipment, gun, and antique auctions, both on-site and online only. Thousands of items are on sale and listed now, so why wait? Remember, it's now bidmetzger.com. That's bid, METZGER.com. Metzger Property Services, expanding your horizon generation after generation.
News Now Warsaw, WRSW 1480 AM and W259 DJ 99.7 FM, Warsaw, Indiana.
After 3, Tigers 43, Plymouth 24.
Warsaw 17 of 32 from the field for 53%, but they are holding Plymouth now 8 of 33, only 24% from the field.
Pilgrim ball to start the fourth. Cease had the ball swatted away. Stolen by Simfukwe. Takes it in. Grabbed, fouled. And 2 free throws come up for Judah, and Feast immediately runs over and helps him up. Hard foul. Plymouth Warsaw kind of a foul. Again, no malice. No need for an intentional foul in that particular situation. Simfukwe at the line, 2 out of 3 for the game. Working on a 10-point night. Free throw up, free throw good.
The thing about that is that foul could then continually escalate what's going on in the game physicality-wise. I agree with you. I mean, if he would have jumped with him and then brought the hammer down, that would have been bad, but instead he was soft with Judah and, even tried to help him from landing.
Simfukwe makes both. He's got 12. He's 4 out of 5 at the line. Warsaw's lead back up to 21 at 45-24. Kriegbaum right of the key beyond the arc against Winchester. Feast at the left elbow. Down toward the baseline, cut off. Kriegbaum runs into Winchester, got around him, shot it, missed it. Rebound to Eckerman for the Tigers. Drew will start up the floor with it. They're going to try to face guard and keep Gould from getting the basketball. Out to Winchester. Across to Nick Catras, now to Simfukwe. He puts on the floor, beats Strain to the baseline, but he got help. Threw it inside, wide open, Eckerman. Oh, he had it swatted out of bounds. And it's out of bounds to Warsaw.
Drew looked like, he goes, wait a minute, I'm the one that does that. Like, he looked right at Feast, and he could not believe he got up that high.
That's Feast, who's 6 feet tall, blocking Eckerman, who's 6'3", and sprints for legs. Simfukwe between the circles. Now he'll dribble right off a Winchester screen. Nick Catras down to the right wing for Jackson Gould. Gould dribbles out toward the timeline, throws it out for Nick Catras, near sideline Eckerman. He'll put his head down to the baseline, double team. Looking, slips it into Gould, across to a wide open Simfukwe for 2. He knew where he was going with that one before he even caught the ball.
Just an excellent game total for the Tigers passing.
Strain in the lane, shoots over Eckerman, rolls it in. Easton had 11 in the first half, he now has 15. 47-26. Tigers by 11. Heckman started in, now Winchester. Back to Heckman. Warsaw with their 4th game in 7 days. They're 6.5 minutes away from going 3-1. And the game they lost, they were ahead after 3 quarters against the number 1 team in 4A. That's a pretty good week. Simfukwe left wing. Out of Heckman left corner. Now about to the wing for Gould. Gould down to the baseline. Simfukwe trying to lean in and shoot. Got tied up, lost the ball, but right to Winchester. Back to Gould to the foul line. Pogo's tip jumper, rimming, no good. Rebound grab by Feast for Plymouth. Feast up the middle of the court, right-hand dribble. Now left-hand dribble. Down to the corner, Kriegbaum. A head fake. He flies by Winchester, and it's blocked out of bounds. Gould with a block shot out of bounds to Plymouth. Kuhn and Courtois back into the game for the Tigers for Nick Catras and Winchester. Hull got a break. He's back in for Plymouth. So is Sheely. So is Ray. He puts it in baseline left. And the inbounds pass went right through Hull's hands, and then Kuhn came out and committed a foul. Tyler with his 2nd, 3rd against Warsaw here in the second half. 5:49 to play. Warsaw up 47-26.
I can't hear what he's saying, but I'm just going to go by the look on Tyler's face. He did not agree with that foul call, judging by just how he was reacting.
You think so? Or was he mad at himself?
That's a good point. That could be it too.
Ray on the drive, lost on the way up, foul call. And this is going to be Gould's first foul. More free throws for the Pilgrims. Again, they're 63% coming in, but they've been better than that here tonight. Davis Ray shoots 2. He has just 2 points tonight for Plymouth. The lefty fires it up and in. Scored a basket with about 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. And now has a free throw with 5:45 left. One more for the 6'2" junior. That one's up and in.
Oh, and Davis is going straight to his dad's haircut too, because that is exactly what the hairstyle his dad wore in the middle of the 90s playing for Plymouth.
Heckman trapped in the backcourt, up the sideline to Gould. Cross-court pass, and went right through Simfukwe's hands, but fortunately Ray hit it out of bounds. Jude had a wide open layup, and that one got away.
Yeah, it's once again, the fact that Warsaw saw the basket area to deliver that pass was outstanding, but maybe just a little bit too hard, but Judah got his hands on it. I thought he was going to be able to corral it.
Courtois off the inbounds, out to Simfukwe. Oh, Judah looking inside. He was trying to get it to his big buddy Courtois, but Plymouth had a guy in front, a guy behind, and a guy peeking in on the side. Feast whacks at Heckman. Now to Gould outside the left elbow. He'll pick it up, throw it to Courtois, fakes the handoff. No, and then he threw it back to Gould in the corner and missed it. And it's out of bounds to Plymouth. Isaiah thought he was going to flare to the corner. Jackson was thinking about going to the basket.
Yeah, and he kind of took one step there and then went back door, and Jackson would have been open back door, but by that time Courtois had already released the basketball.
Feast on the right wing at the far end with 5 minutes to go. The baseline, Heckman steps around the pass and took it away. Baseball pass down the court, Kuhn. Touch pass across to Simfukwe for 2. What a play. Timeout Warsaw. Timeout Tigers. 4:51 left to play in the fourth. Warsaw 49, Plymouth 28. We're back in 60 seconds on News Now Warsaw.
Hey, it's your friend, your realtor, Phil Kuhn with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Senior Loan Officer Crystal Wilson with Aspen Mortgage.
Just like in basketball, a good game plan is crucial when buying and selling a home.
And without the right team putting together that game plan, you could find yourself walking away with a loss.
Whether you're buying, selling, or need to do both, we'll lead you through every step of the process,
making it easy to get that win.
Visit philkuhn.com to start putting together your real estate dream team today.
Let's go Tigers!
Whether your business is on the farm or in town, Crossroads Bank wants to help you succeed. That's why they offer competitive rates and friendly service for business loans. Let them help you reach your goals. They have locations in Columbia City, North Manchester, Peru, South Whitley, Syracuse, Wabash, and Warsaw. Crossroads Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Where your bank and your life meet, Crossroads Bank.
Listen to the Tigers anywhere in the world at newsnowwarsaw.com and the News Now Warsaw app.
Roger Grossman, Jared Shaw, Steve Scott back at the station. Warsaw 49, Plymouth 28. As we play the final 4:48 of quarter number 4. Feast right sideline at the far end. Out top, ball tipped away, taken away. Gould back to Freeze, stolen by Sim Fuqua. Judah down the lane, kicks it in the corner to Gould. Jackson spin around but onto the block, floats it up there short. Rebound grabbed, and a foul is going to be called. Gould was falling and grabbed a hold of Easton Strain to make sure he didn't fall down. Then he grabbed a hold of Easton to make sure he didn't fall down, and that's a foul.
Well, I've seen a lot of that. Judah's been helping guys up. There's great sportsmanship in this game, and sometimes you wonder if that's what the case is going to be with Plymouth Warsaw, but there's no question both these teams have played hard, but great sportsmanship.
Feast ran to the lane and had his shot blocked by Kuhn. And Simfuque's got it for the Tigers with 4:17 left. Judah to the timeline, races into the front court. Now throws it back out to Gould, right sideline to Heckman. Heckman out to Courtois. Isaiah had the ball knocked away, picked it back up. He'll drive it in the lane, got tied up, yanks it back out of there. Heckman started in, then backed it back up. He's double teamed, and a whistle and a foul call. Foul called on the Pilgrims. Hall with his third, and it'll be out of bounds to the Tigers. Each team has been called for 5 fouls in this half. That Plymouth guy went in there and tried to steal that ball from Isaiah. Good luck with that, pal.
He might have lost his arm if Isaiah would have had to pull a little bit harder on that.
Wookiees tear the arms out of people. Kuhn out top for Simfuqua, or for Heckman. Bounces it inside, bad pass, stolen by Easton Strain. Strain the other way, runs in on Heckman, takes it in, shoots it up, missed it. Simfuqua the rebound for the Tigers. Judah trying to get it out of there, being chased, foul call. And the struggles of a long losing season and another loss here tonight starting to wear on Plymouth. Feast stares up at the scoreboard above our heads. His team down by 21 with 3:29 left to go, having just committed his 4th personal foul. And here comes Zane Lark to the scores table for Plymouth. Joel Grindle saw the same thing we did. And he's loving up on his 6-foot senior, who's had a long senior season. Heckman across the line, beats his man, down the lane, puts it up, double pumps it in. It hasn't been a great scoring night for Drew. He only has 6. But he's done a lot of other things, and his defense has been terrific. 51-28. Davis Ray, a 3 on the right, it's good. Just their second three-pointer of the game, their first since the very first possession of the game. Ray with 7. And it's 51-31 Tigers. 3 minutes left to play here in the home portion of the Tiger schedule. Heckman out to Gould. Now back to Courtois for 3. Banked, no good. Rebound grab by Ray. He got tangled up and whistle, and we'll have a held ball, and the arrow belongs to the Tigers. Here comes Carson Gould into the game for Jackson Gould. Here comes Nick Catras into the game for Heckman. And out of bounds to Warsaw, and Nick Catras will throw it in for the Tigers. And Nick will lob it in the backcourt to Carson Gould. Carson walks it up, far side of the center circle with 2:40 left. Hands back to Nick Catras, now to Kuhn, left side Simfuqua. Judah to the elbow for Courtois. He'll throw it in the corner for Simfuqua. Kuhn wants it in the post. They'll lob it out instead to Courtois, now to Carson Gould, now to Nick Catras. Back to Carson, right side Simfuqua. Judah finds a cutting Courtois for 2. They waited and waited and waited, and finally Isaiah cut free.
One right there, that's a good slip by Courtois because he saw his guy go and he was able to slip and get the layup there.
Ray out at the top, behind the back dribble. Got around Simfuqua, shot in the lane, no good, rebound, foul called. Carson Gould's gonna get a foul, his first. Free throws for Michael Shealy in Plymouth with 1:59 left. Stay tuned after the game, final scoring, final stats, and a play of the game still yet to be unnamed. And Plymouth is gonna bring in some other kids for the final 1:59. Shealy to shoot, first one up, first one's in. Well, they're a 63% free throw shooting team, but We'll get the final stats in a little bit, but they've been pretty good at the free throw line here tonight. Matter of fact, I'm looking at the sheet. I don't think they've missed yet. And that is an attempt to make something happen. That one's up and in. Sheely hits both free throws. 53-33 Tigers, 1:59 left. We have Connor DeLee into the game for Plymouth. Also, we have Preston Wolf into the game for the Pilgrims. Kuhn at the top, drives in the corner, Courtois for a three, in and out. Rebound fought for by Kuhn, and it's grabbed out of there by Wolf for Plymouth. Up ahead for Walters. He had his pocket pick taken away. Stolen by Carson Gould. Ahead to Sim Footway down the right side of the lane. Finger rolls it up and in. 18 for Judah, 8 in the fourth. 55-33 Tigers, 1:20 to go. And now white-shirted Tigers head to the scores table to check in. Lark up the baseline, cut off by Carson Gould. Easton strain on the baseline, out top, Walters for a three, no good. Courtois with the rebound for Warsaw. Up ahead to Carson Gould, 1 minute to go. Gould across the line, Nick Catras has it. Now he'll dribble off to the right, and he dribbled it out of bounds. He literally dribbled it off the sideline to get the seniors out of the game and give them a curtain call that you are about to hear here in the Tiger Den. .55 seconds to go. Tigers by 22. Left side for Walters. Out to the top for DeLee. Now to Lark. 44 seconds. Lark, left side for Walters. To the baseline. Backs his way back out. DeLee back to Walters. Open and shooting for three. Good. That's his 11th three-pointer of the year. His first points tonight. It's 55-36 Warsaw. 25 seconds left. Across the line for Julian Saldivar, who's into the game. Luke Yeager also in. Austin Polk into the game for the Tigers. Carson Gould, 13 seconds. Hands back to Saldivar. Out to Nick Catras with 10. Now to Saldivar with 8. Now back to the center circle. Nick will hold the ball. Plymouth will let him do that. 2 seconds. 1. It's over. Warsaw's won again. They've beaten Plymouth 55-36. And they win their third game in the last 4 days. Post-game coverage begins after this timeout on News Now Warsaw.
Due to recent growth in their service department, Lakeside Chevrolet is looking to hire 3 technicians. Benefits include 401k, health insurance, paid vacation, paid holidays, flexible work schedule, sign-on bonus, and top pay in the industry. Lakeside Chevrolet is one of the fastest-growing dealerships in the entire state. Apply online at lakesidechevy.com or stop into their Warsaw location on State Road 15, just north of US 30. Lakeside Chevrolet, home of the warranty forever.
Monty's Best One Tire and Auto Care invites you to join the thousands of Northern Indiana customers. Oil changes, alignments, suspensions, brakes, and exhaust to all phases of engine work and scheduled maintenance. Find great prices on tire brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Mastercraft on complete lines of passenger, commercial, industrial, forklift,